Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy DT3, man, and I'm back at you with another video, man. New media, notification gang, God Squad. It's what it is, man. Like, check this out. I'm here on my little lunch break. I just thought I would man, look, check this out. What's going on in boxing, bro, is bogus. A lot of the fights that we looking forward to seeing, or that we was looking forward to seeing, shit not finna happen, bro. I've been saying that shit for the longest. I mean, I don't even know. Well, because the WBO mandated, or they ordered it, we may get Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford, because the WBO actually ordered that shit to happen. So shit like that, if like the WBO or the WBA or the IBF, if they order it, if these sanctioning bodies, they order these fights, then they're more prone to probably happen. But if they ain't finna order these fights to happen, and hell, quiet as kept, if some of these sanctioning bodies order these fights, some of these dudes is willing to drop the belt. So what y'all need to realize, and then especially when they didn't already told you what time it was. Floyd Mayweather already came forth and told y'all, we fighting PBC fighters, we fighting in-house. So once Floyd Mayweather said that shit, you should have knew right then and right there, Khalid Plant versus Canelo Alvarez is not finna happen. That's not an in-house fight. So whatever success that they have with certain fighters, they're not finna give anybody outside of the PBC banner a chance to take their success away from them. If they're going to lose, any fight is going to be against another PBC fighter. So the dudes like Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellerbe, Al Heyman, they keeping everything in-house. So they keeping all the dollars. They keeping everything. They not losing nothing. So if Khalid Plant lose to a PBC fighter, guess what? They still getting all the money. Win, lose, or draw. Versus if they do it on somebody else's platform or somebody else's promotional company is liable, they might lose out on some money, and the other promotional company makes the money that they want to make. Bottom line, all the major marquee fights you want to see, highly unlikely to happen, especially if these guys are fighting on two different promotional companies. If you got a guy fighting on DAZN, you got a guy fighting on PBC, highly unlikely that they gonna fight each other. Highly unlikely. It's not finna happen. So y'all keep making all these videos and all this shit about why this and why that. Bottom line, motherfuckers have already told you. Already told y'all. It's y'all YouTubers, y'all media analysts that's trying to make this shit bigger than what it is, giving these dudes publicity when they don't fucking deserve this shit. And bottom line, Tyson Fury ain't finna fight Wilder, and all that shit is not finna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If it was going to happen, it would have happened July 24th. Tyson Fury was one of the main ones talking about all he do is go to the gym, go home, train. He ain't trying to risk himself getting COVID and all this blah, blah, blah bullshit. Then, lo and behold, the closer we get to him fighting Deontay Wilder, now all of a sudden, he got COVID. And then, lo and behold, shortly thereafter, this motherfucker says he's got COVID. This motherfucker outside shopping and shit. Fuck that tell you. Instead of y'all sitting up there trying to like make excuses for these motherfuckers, call this shit straight up for what it is when you see the shit. But instead, a lot of y'all on here like to make excuses for motherfuckers and all that bullshit. Straight the fuck up. Tyson Fury is riding his wave. He's riding that clout wave. Deontay Wilder riding the clout wave. That's what they doing. They riding that wave for as long as they can clinically possibly run that fucking clout wave. Period. That's just what it is in the sport now. You got Keith Thurman talking about fighting Tank Davis. Tank Davis ain't even fought nobody at 147. Why the fuck Keith Thurman talking about Tank Davis? You should be talking about fighting Eugenius Ugas. If you really want to fight Errol Spence, you should be putting yourself in position, like I've been saying. If y'all want these marquee fights, you put yourself in a marquee position. Jamal Charlo, excuse me, if you want a Canelo Alvarez fight, if you really wanted that fight, then you would get you a belt at 168 pounds. A world title, meaning you'll be fighting Khalid Plant. That's an in-house fight right there. Based on y'all logic, that fight can easily be made. Anytime you say that Anthony Dirrell versus Khalid Plant does more numbers than Khalid Plant fighting Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is arguably the cash cow in boxing, That's the money man in boxing, aside from Anthony Joshua and Manny motherfucking Pacquiao. Saul, Canelo, Cinnamon, Alvarez is the money man at middleweight. Not Anthony fucking Durrell. But for Al Haymon to sit up there and say that that fight makes more sense, that's a narrative, bro. It makes more sense because they're going to reap all the benefits. Peep game. The fights that make sense is the fights that they make all benefits from. No, they don't lose shit. Even if a fighter loses, they not losing. Al Haymon not losing. Floyd Mayweather not losing. Leonard Ellaby not losing because they still finna cut the check. And if they fight somebody outside of that, they not getting that check cut. Somebody else gonna get that check cut for them. So all this shit, now I realize the shit that makes sense is the shit that's going to give whatever promotional or promoter all his money. All his money. Win, lose, or draw, I'm still maximizing the dollar for me and mine. I'm not finna give you or any other promoter any chance to maximize the dollar on me. That's just what it is. So all these fights you want to see, all these marquee opponents and all this, if a PBC fighter is not under that, if a fighter is not under the PBC banner and you want that dude to fight a PBC fighter, not gonna happen. If he is not under PBC, not gonna happen. Not under top rank, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Hell, Eddie Hearn ain't even taking care of his fighters under the zone. Bubba Andrade been sitting there waiting in the midst for a big fight for God knows how long. Eddie Hearn ain't gave that nigga shit. You're not really finna see the major marquee dudes that got all this money and publicity behind them be put in a position where they may possibly lose, because that means that particular promoter will lose all of his revenue or a good percentage of his revenue because that particular fighter's stock has went down. And if that fighter's stock goes down, then that promoter's stock gonna go down with him. Bullshit. You got fucking Bob Arum talking about Anthony Joshua ain't elite, but he is actually 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world. But he's not elite. He's the only reason why Anthony Joshua is not elite to you, Bob, because you don't have him under your stable. You don't. Because if you had him under your stable, you wouldn't be saying no stupid shit like that. You wouldn't. But I digress. Let me rethink that. Because you said the same fuck shit about Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford isn't marketable because he don't run his fucking mouth. See, what y'all considering to be elite is motherfuckers that's all on Twitter, all on social media, all in the interviews, all in the shows, all in the videos on they P. Diddy shit. That's what y'all consider elite. It's P. Diddy type niggas. We ain't talking about motherfuckers on death row. We talking about that P. Diddy bullshit, that DJ Khaled shit. Always got something to say in your shit. Care more about getting attention. And then want to say, this is entertainment. The entertainment value that you give the public, all you boxers, is when you in the fucking ring. That's your entertainment value. Not you running your mouth about other fighters like bitches. You actually are fighting these motherfuckers you running your mouth and talking about. That's where you get your entertainment value, is actually getting your bitch ass in the ring and fighting motherfuckers. But this all in the interviews talking about motherfuckers that you ain't gonna never fight. It's funny how y'all could talk about other side motherfuckers. Motherfuckers on the other side of the street. You could talk shit about them niggas all day long, but you ain't finna run up on them. You ain't finna do shit with them. You're just gonna run your mouth like bitches. And it's funny how the same niggas that's always talking about keep running your mouth, run their mouth like a motherfucker. Bottom line, boxing is a popularity contest. Teofimo Lopez already then pretty much vacated the IBF belt. And y'all probably still want to say that dumb shit about him being undisputed. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. He talking about he got COVID, motherfucker didn't have COVID. Shit wasn't finna sell, and he saw that Kambosos is gonna come with some smoke. bullshit, bro. It's funny how now all of a sudden we see you guys finna fight these big marquee fights, or this guy that is y'all underestimate certain opponents, all of a sudden now the fight's not finna happen. It's bogus, bro. Bogus. Boxing is dead. The real essence, the true essence of boxing, in order to be the man, you gotta beat the man. That shit is done. In order to be the man in boxing, have 1 million followers on Twitter. Have 1 million followers on Instagram. Now you the motherfucking man because you got all these people looking at you. You don't have to really be good. As long as you beat the C and low B level opposition that we put in front of you, we're going to sell you to be this marquee guy. We're going to sell you to be everything that you not. We're going to push that all day long. And you bitch ass niggas on YouTube is going right along with the program. You go along, get along, gang ass niggas. Straight up. Bob Arum on some bitch shit. Al Heyman, Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellaby, all you motherfuckers on some bitch shit. So don't be surprised when you see PBC fighters only fight PBC fighters. Or when you all of a sudden hear of 2 fighters possibly going to fight. Or they say the fight is supposed to happen or is going to happen. And then all of a sudden out of the fucking thin air, it don't happen. You know why? One guy's a PBC dude, the other guy's a top ranked dude. Or one guy's a PBC dude, another guy's a DAZN dude. Or one guy's a DAZN dude, another one is a top ranked dude. Period. Motherfuckers is only fighting in-house fights. Boxing is dead. Anytime Bob Arum and Don King, these 2 motherfuckers never liked each other in the old days, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Did not like each other. Sent motherfucking death threats to each other. These motherfuckers did not like each other. But when it came down to doing business for the sport of boxing, for some strange reason, they could come together and put a fight together. But behind closed doors, they did not like each other. Real rap. Had real hatred for each other. But when it came down to business, it's no problem. So if them 2 old fucks can do that shit, what's going on with today's era? Fuck wrong with you niggas now? Because y'all don't hate each other like that. Y'all talk shit about each other, but it ain't no death threats and none of that bullshit going on. Cap. Alan Heyman, cap. Floyd, cap. Leonard, cap. Bob, cap. Eddie, cap. When you fighters gonna grab your motherfucking nuts and say y'all can't do shit without us? Bogus, bro. Like I said to you before, the true essence of boxing is dead, bro. 1.